So today is June 1st. It is officially E3 season, which are we still allowed to call it that now that E3 is kind of dead? I don't know. Either way, I'm always going to probably refer to it as that. But it's June 1st. E3 season is upon us, and we've had our first big gameplay reveal. The game was actually revealed last year at one point, Sonic Frontiers, but now, today, we actually have the world premiere of gameplay footage for the game, and it looks good? You'll see in the thumbnail, I'll put a question mark after good, because there are parts of this I think look really good. There are parts of it I think look kind of unfinished and a little janky, but I think overall this is a lot more impressive than what I was expecting from Sonic. Now, I haven't fully watched this trailer. I watched a part of it. Funny story, earlier today when it was released, I popped it up on Instagram or something like that because I was doom scrolling or whatever. And it was playing, and my son, who's 2, he was like, I want to see that because he heard the ring collecting sounds and stuff. So I showed it to him, and my son, who's 2, as I mentioned, got a huge kick out of this trailer here. We only watched a minute or two of it, but every ring collect or when Sonic would like jump or springboard or hit a boost or something like that, he would just laugh and laugh. So right there, my son is 100% on board. So Sega, you got that going. All right, so what we're going to do here, though, is we're going to watch the whole thing. It's 7 minutes and 9 seconds long. This is straight from IGN, so you're going to hear a dude from IGN talk at the very beginning about how this is world premiere gameplay. So let's jump in and check it out. What do you say? First of all, the world looks great. How big it is.
First for the month of June 2022 is all about Sonic Frontiers. We've got gameplay, we've got previews, and we've got interviews from the developers who made it all happen. All month long, we'll be diving deep into what you can expect when the game makes its way to you later down the road. First up, we've got the world premiere gameplay focusing on exploring the mysterious island that Sonic suddenly finds himself stranded on at the start of the game. Be sure to stick with IGN throughout June so you don't miss anything. Until then, here's your first look at gameplay from Sonic Frontiers.
So, world premiere gameplay here. World looks pretty cool at first glance. As you get into it, you see Sonic running. It still looks pretty cool. Now, my first reaction to this was Breath of the Wild. This was like Sega finally jumping in and saying, like, we're going to put Sonic in Breath of the Wild. That's 100% what I thought when I saw this. And, I mean, you can't blame me, right? I mean, it's got that kind of, like, architectural look to it. Lots of, green mountains and old-looking stone, that kind of thing. But when I saw that, though, I was kind of like, man, I really hope that this isn't the only world in the game, because I feel like that'll get old. Even Breath of the Wild had different looks and colors and everything going on throughout it. There was a desert area, the water area. Here's a new collectible here, like these purple coins. I don't remember those from anything else. But my experience with 3D Sonic, guys, is very tepid at best. By the way, grinding rails, Ratchet and Clank style. I dig that. These boosts were where my son was laughing, and he saw Sonic climbing like this. He thought it was hilarious. I don't know why, but he loved it. But yeah, Sonic, the original 3D game that came out on Dreamcast, I thought it was alright. I thought it was cool. It was very impressive. I love everybody loves the, orca whale jumping over Sonic and everything like that. I thought it was great too. But the game itself is just kind of okay, and I feel like every Sonic 3D game has just been kind of okay. Sonic Generations, not too bad, not too shabby, because it was a combo of like decent 3D with 2D levels. I guess Sonic just kind of like doing this like little stroll here. I love the idea of climbing towers with Sonic, though, using all the boosts and everything, jumping up there. It's not about speed with these, and I kind of like that. It kind of slows the pace down a little bit, and it looks fun. Like, usually when they slow the pace down in a Sonic game, that's one of the biggest problems, is it's not fun. But look, they pick it back up, you're on the grind rails, you're picking up rings real quick, you're kind of boosting through all these little areas here. A little bit of texture pop in there that looked kind of strange. So here we're going to hit some random boosts. So one of the other things I want to point out here, too, is that, like, it kind of looks like... And I saw someone... I'm not going to, like, claim this comment here, because I actually saw somebody else comment it. But it does look like Unity assets with, like, random Sonic stuff thrown into it. It even looks like you see all the rails and stuff floating in the air. It's got a real weird look to it. Like, it gives you an idea that, like, okay, there's something there that we can kind of interact with, but it's so weird to just see, like, rails floating around in the air. But I guess in Sonic, like, if you were to play a 2D Sonic game, that's how That's how it was, right? You would just find a rail or a ledge or something just randomly up in the air, right? And that's what you're seeing here. So in a 3D world, though, it looks real strange. I don't know. I can't get over it. Here's some wall running here, which I think is pretty cool. The grind, you could tell they put a lot of the grind rails in because you could tell it's like their new thing that they added in that they really, really like. And I think it works and it shows off the game really well. So you get this little area here with the waterfall. Looks brilliant. Looks really, really nice. See, the big floating pyramid in the air doesn't look bad, but all the rails just randomly skewed around. It's just so strange. I can't get over that. Now, as far as Sonic 2D, though, I'm a huge fan of Sonic 2D. Grew up with Sonic 1 and 2. And to be quite honest, I think Sonic Mania that came out just a few years ago, God, I think actually I just found out it was like 4 or 5 years ago at this point, might actually be, in my opinion, the best 2D Sonic game. It's a really, really good game. And that's coming from someone who's played Sonic 2 for eons, like, you know, since it came out on Sega Genesis. So I played Mania, was like, wow, this this is really good. Maybe better than the originals. So it looks like we got some puzzles to figure out. This is kind of cool. You're doing like some speed puzzles around these fighters here. Puzzle, I guess, is a generous word, right? You're just kind of running around the fighters to put them out and collect a fruit, it looks like, of some kind. But I know in Sonic, you know, there's a few different camps of Sonic fans, or, you know, not, right? There's the people who loathe Sonic, who think he sucks. There's the people, like me for the most part, who only like the 2D games. There are the people who like all of it. And they're very vocal on Twitter about how much they like it, which is great. I love that Sonic is that divisive, really, you know? It's really interesting. But yeah, I've always been more a fan of the 2D games. As I mentioned, the 3D games have just never stuck with me. There's been a couple that I thought were okay, but none that I would ever, like, really return to and be like, yeah, this is amazing, right? But the 2D games I've always gone back to. They're always fun. I feel like the game needs more wildlife. I like the birds swooping in. I feel like we need some more wildlife. I feel like they're just kind of running around showing off the world now, too. I feel like Sonic also needs, like, maybe more particles behind him to kind of show how fast he's going. Like, kick up more grass, some dirt clods or something. It'd be really funny if he was running so fast, you know, in front of you, like, you see, like, little dirt and grass blades, like, hitting the camera or something like that. Okay, it looks like we have another honest-to-God actual puzzle here. But you guys have seen this type of puzzle a million times. Oh, you messed it up. You're supposed to jump over to it. Come on, developer. You know this. Boom. Puzzle solved. That was a toughie, right? And then another weird fruit. So you're going to be collecting strange little fruits and stuff like that, it looks like, for whatever reason. Oh, what's this going to do? We're going to gain some speed on this track. And, oh, another fruit. Oh, okay. And that is the end of that level. Okay, so it's just going to start over. But there you go, guys. That is Sonic Frontiers world premiere gameplay that IGN had set up there. Like I said, that's what I say in the thumbnail. Like, it looks good. Like I said, I'm very, very tepid on this because I want this to release to be good because I honestly, the holidays for brand new games in 2022 here looking pretty thin. So this is a good time for Sega to release something that's actually, you know, decent for people. The last 3D game was Sonic Forces. Was that the last one? And I did not play that, and because it did not look great, and the reviews pretty much supported the fact that, yeah, it did not look great. I think it had a create a character mode, though, that looked interesting, but then when I saw the characters, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know. Didn't do much for me. But I will say that the mystery behind this game is very intriguing. I think overall, it looks pretty cool. I really like the overall gameplay flow of it. I like the climbing of the towers. I like the grinding on the rails. I like the wall running. That stuff looks really, really cool. The puzzles do not look hard whatsoever. They're very, very baby, and that's okay. I understand it's probably the type of game they're trying to make here. They're trying to aim for that demographic of, younger kids, or anybody can jump in and play and probably solve these things, right? But if you look, in this image here, or this still of the video, if you look in the distance, you see all those grind rails that are just kind of like out in the air, just like floating there. Weird, right? I can't get over that. I don't know. I don't know if that's a me thing. I don't know. I don't know if you guys feel weird about that, but to me, it almost feels like you're loading up a game and it's like crashing and you see these artifacts on screen. Like, that's what I see. I see those in the distance and I'm like, what am I looking at? Oh, those are grind rails. Okay. So the idea of going out there and interacting with them, finding out how to get up onto them and ride on them and do different things, I think sounds really, really cool. But at the same time, it just looks really, really strange. I'll let it play here with him climbing up this tower again as we fade out here. But as the guy said in the IGN video, it sounds like all this month they're going to be covering Sonic Frontiers stuff. So I don't know what development level this game is actually at the moment. I don't know if this game is, if they're considering this finished, which to me I would say like, oh, that might be a mistake, because it definitely looks like it's got a little bit more, it needs a bit more development time. Like, it looks like they've come a long way. And it looks like it's, if I had to guess, I would say it's like 70% there, but there's certain little things about it that I feel like need to be addressed. Because the game, also, like, judging from what's going on in here, I don't know if there's going to be more story going on. I don't know if there's going to be more guidance for the player or whatever. But at the moment, it feels like a big world full of, like, rings and fruit to collect. But other than that, like, it feels kind of empty. Like, there's not much going on. There's not much life, I do know that they've showed other trailers with enemies and stuff like that, so maybe this was just sort of a vertical slice of the game where they're just showing off some of the exploration and some of the running and stuff like that. But this video also shows a little bit of the texture pop in too. I don't know if you guys noticed some of those models popping in as he's, going up the tower. And I think there was a moment here as he lands where I could be wrong. Maybe it's just because of the way the video is edited or how quickly it happens, but when he falls down onto the ground, it kind of looks like the ground pops in a bit, like I don't know, it looks strange to me. Like, right, yeah, you could see some stones pop in there. Really strange, but overall, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic about this because I think this looks pretty cool. I think it's another one, though, that I'll probably wait for reviews on when it comes out. I'm not sure this is going to be a pre-order for me. But yeah, that water, those rocks and everything, this literally looks like they loaded up Unity and just like created some terrain and said, hey, look, Sonic can run around in it. It doesn't, I don't know. I would have preferred like a 3D Sonic that has like kind of the, cartoon comic book style, art style of like an old 2D Sonic, like give the grass and everything more of a cartoon look, a more 2D, pixel look. Make it look more unique, It doesn't look unique, I guess, is the point I'm trying to make here. But overall, though, like I said, going to be cautiously optimistic because I think this looks pretty cool. I wouldn't say it looks amazing. Here's the wall running part, which I think looks pretty cool. But yeah, I don't think this looks too bad. I think it has a little bit more time to go. And maybe over the course of the month here, maybe we'll cover this again at the end of June here and see where we're at with the Sonic Frontiers coverage and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it'll change my mind, we'll see. But hey, we're gonna leave it there for now. I am going to go ahead and pause this, and hey guys, tell me what you think in the comments about Sonic Frontiers. Are you looking forward to this? Did this convince you? Or are you still kind of like me where you're a little tepid on it, you're not so sure yet, you want to wait and see what it's going to be? I don't know. Are you a longtime Sonic fan? Are you kind of new to Sonic and you want to get into it? Let me know in the comments. But hey, thanks for watching, and of course, I'll see you all in the next one.